Alright, hello everybody, welcome to another video. We'll be talking about the match preview of Real Madrid versus Alaves. So let's get right into it. Just going to talk about the press conference for right now for Solari. He did have a lot of praise for Benzema. Basically, they said that he makes other people do better, or he makes others better, and there's only a few players that can do that really in the world. And I think it was a journalist that asked a question about Benzema if he was restricted by Ronaldo. Um, and he just said that Benzema has always shown. He's always had this glimmer about him. Um, but yeah, maybe he didn't say that it was underwhelmed by Ronaldo, but we can clearly see that it has been underwhelmed by Ronaldo because he's done all the dirty work for Ronaldo. He did all the passes, all the link-up plays. He was doing that stuff. So yeah, he had a lot of praise for Benzema. Then there was a good question actually from one of the journalists. Was that can Vinicius play on both wings? He pretty much said, I think talented players can play wherever. So obviously, resounding yes. So hopefully we can see something of Bale, Benzema, and Vinicius. Would be a really good front three. Obviously, now that we have the whole squad back almost, except for Vallejo. We can rely on more players than just Vinicius, Lucas, and Benzema. We have Asensio that's back, we have Gareth Bale that's back, and we have Mariano that's back. So obviously those are three key players in the front. And Vinicius, we'll have to see how he goes. Have to see if he gets less playing time, which I'm guessing that he will. With all the injuries that has happened, Vinicius has gotten a lot of playing time. More than probably was expected, but I think for now he'll probably have to go back on the bench for a little. But we'll have to see. I don't know how Solari is in terms of those kinds of things. But yeah, so he just said I think talented players can play wherever. So yeah, it would be nice to see Vinicius on the right and maybe Bale on the left and Benzema up front, or Bale on the right, Vinicius on the left, and Benzema up front. So something along those lines would be good. Another question was, does Bale have the spotlight? He pretty much answered, he always has it. The spotlight is waiting for him. He sees him wired, and he's an important player for us. So obviously what he means is that by wired, he just sees him as totally fit, pumped up, ready to go, ready to score some goals. Ready to be the Gareth Bale that we know he is. He's a truly, really, really, really good player. And we have to see more of that. We've seen it time and time again, but sometimes it does go on a little declivity, but we need to see it more. And hopefully we can see that player this season, especially with the injuries that he sustained. He's been out for almost a year at his time as Real Madrid, so hopefully we can see him uninjured, for quite a while. Anyhow, another question that they asked is, what kind of game are you expecting for tomorrow? He just responded, obviously difficult. They'll make it very difficult for us. They're having a good season. Alaves are in 5th place currently, so it might be a difficult game. And last question really that I want to get to is, are you getting vertigo from February and March's schedule? And yeah, obviously February and March's schedule is pretty significant. It's also condensed. There's a lot of big games in that time, a lot of games also. So it's gonna be 2 months that'll be very, very tough. But but hopefully we can get through them. Especially with the squad that's now fully fit, other than Vallejo. I think we'll be able to do fairly well. He pretty much answered, we're used to it. We're still fighting in the three trophies. And we already won the Club World Cup, so we have almost all the squad except Vallejo. That's pretty much what he said, and he's right. I mean, we have the experience, we have the history on our side. That really gives us an advantage, when we go to play other teams. It gives us the advantage that we've won it. Just yes, Ronaldo has left the club, and that's a big integral part. That was a big integral part of the club, but the whole squad pretty much remained the same. I mean, we still have players that have that winning mentality, and hopefully that can give us an advantage in the games to come. And I think it will. I think it will. So, anyways, for the game tomorrow, Alaves are currently in 6th place. They have 32 points, 9 wins, 5 draws, 7 losses, 22 goals for, 24 goals against, with a goal difference of -2. Now, Alaves are not a team that score a lot of goals. Their only really notable wins are probably their win over Valencia, which was 2-1, and over Real Sociedad, which was 1-0. Now, Valencia, they were a bit shaky at the beginning of the season. Now I think they're doing a little bit better. They tied versus Barcelona today. And then Real Sociedad, I think they're having a bit of a shaky season. Obviously, it's still in the air for whether those are notable wins, but yeah, just a couple of score lines there. And they don't score a lot, so I think this game will be pretty easy for us. It works in our favor. I don't think we'll have too many problems beating them. I think it'll be a resounding 3-0. I really don't think we'll have problems with them just because they don't score a lot of goals. That plays to our advantage. Real Madrid are usually associated with scoring goals, with attacking. So hopefully we could see that Real Madrid. And especially in recent times, we've seen it a little bit more that we are able to score goals. We are able to make those score lines, those 4-0ers, those 3-0ers. So hopefully we can continue and keep maintaining that stability, and maintaining that kind of, that confidence that we have. So for the starting lineup, I think it'll be Courtois in the goal. Dani Carvajal is suspended, so it's going to be Odriozola. Then it's going to be Nacho at the back along with Sergio Ramos because Varane is suspended with a red card in the last game. Then you have left back of Marcelo. I think he'll go with Marcelo. Then in the midfield you have Llorente, you'll have Modric, and you'll have Toni Kroos. And then in the front, I think what he'll do is it's either he's going to go with Bale or Vinicius. I'm not sure. It just depends on if Bale's match fit. If he is match fit, I think he'll go with Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale he gives a different dimension to the game. Vinicius needs goal. As you can see last game, Gareth Bale scored within like 2 minutes of him coming on. So obviously he's a very, very important part to the puzzle. And Vinicius hasn't scored so much. I mean, he scored a couple goals. The only notable goal that I've seen was his volley. But other than that, the other goals were kind of deflected and stuff like that. And we know that Bale can score goals. So I think he's going to go with Gareth Bale at the front, and then alongside Benzema and Lucas, who had a really good game last game. So I think that's what he'll do. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the match preview. So thank you guys for watching. And I'll come out with a match reaction tomorrow. So thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned.